Good morning, I'm Ben Spry, Optimisation Desk Manager here at npower, and welcome to today's market reports. Okay, we'll look at the headlines then. So we've seen the markets open relatively flat and a little bit higher maybe on the gas market after yesterday's sell-off. We're seeing tighter supply fundamentals, but the outlook still remains comfortable, and we're seeing the rhetoric increasing in Europe over the Greece situation. Okay, those are the main headlines. If you do require more information, please contact us on the email address provided. But for more information, please continue to listen. Okay then, let's start with the gas market. And as mentioned, prices probably flat to a little bit higher this morning as the gas system opened a little bit short, around about 9 MCM short at the moment. So tightening the supply-demand dynamics this morning. We're seeing BBL flows drop off and also LNG send out drop from yesterday's levels. And we're also seeing demand for storage injection just nudge a little bit higher. Expect storage to follow kind of price movement, so likely to sell into any strength but buy into any weakness again. So really moving with the shape of the curve there. We would expect if medium range storage manages to fill up completely before the end of the IUK, so the interconnector maintenance, that could put even further pressure on gas prices as we'd have more gas going around in the UK. Okay, if we're looking to go out to power then, again relatively comfortable peak power margins as you'd expect on a Friday as demand dips. Wind relatively low, currently forecast around 30% of its 100% load factor, so pretty weak, and actually the output is below that forecast at the moment, and that's set to continue over the next couple of days. Today you're going to see quite high levels of PV solar, so that's filling the gap, but that's due to dip off at the weekend as well. In terms of the interconnector, we are seeing both the French and Dutch interconnectors all on import mode into the UK today. Power markets have opened relatively flat, little activity yet on the trading as you'd expect this time on a Friday. If we move out further afield, again, as you'd expect, Greece still in the headlines. Little progress there, and the IMF have sent their negotiators back to Washington, so the ball really kind of back in Greece's court. What they've put forward so far, the EU have said are not workable, and therefore Greece got to go back to their hardliners internally to see if they can come up with a better proposition. But all this uncertainty having an impact on the kind of strength of the euro at the moment, so do keep an eye on that situation. In terms of oil's dipped back below $65 a barrel. Saudi Arabia said that if demand does increase, they'd be able to increase production, just giving a little bit of comfort there, and that's against the backdrop of dwindling US stocks that we heard the announcement of this week. Okay, so that's it for this week. Main headlines: tighter gas system, putting a little bit of support into prices this morning, but the outlook still remains relatively comfortable. Oil in and around the $65 a barrel mark. That's it for today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you again this time on Monday. Thanks, goodbye.